So for him, this will be a bit of a learning curve. This is the honour for everybody. Capable of winning this race, and let's talk about that now, because who, and there'll be a lot of that, and that number 1 plate belonging to last year at Easton. Is he going to do it this year on a Yamaha? He is the lap record holder, of course, multiple winner of this event. Right, they might have a setup that's right that won't last the race, whatever it is, you will find that qualifying doesn't necessarily guarantee you a victory. Had a winner since Philip Allen back in 1994. That it was Robert Dunlop by so a third winner would be a very South African rider. Didier Grams is 7th fastest ahead, a bit further down the entry list, and it's something of a leveler coming out here, you know, because you can't bring loads and loads of parts and equipment. Transport here is limited. You have to ship within a limit, so teams that normally show up at races in their home lines, of course, are things that nobody likes to talk about. The advent of the Aussie, isn't it, as they go under the bridge and away up the hill, and Stuart Winston looking for a bit of clear road and looking not to be followed as well. Just to show his lines to his rivals. Everyone's a rival, even your teammate if you've got one, especially your teammates if you've got one. So Didier Grams, and you can see there just a little bit of squirrely at the back end, the front wheel coming off the ground. John McGuinness is starting to look for a time on this first session of the weekend. Let's see where he is on the leaderboard. He's a long way down, isn't he? So I can't see him in that top 20 at the moment. So he'll have been in the pits as well. Exactly what I was talking about. Look at that lead, exactly how draining it is to exert yourself in these kind of temperatures. Impressive as well. Warm rather than hot, but that means that we're talking some 20s and some fair humidity, chasing triple figures. So it's hard work. First time find it so. John McGuinness has just popped up at the top of the leaderboard, by the way, 2:33 ahead of horse Michael Rutter. The top 3 are all 2:33s. It's John McGuinness, horse and Michael Rutter. And then it's Martin Jessup, who we haven't seen or mentioned, and he's out in the 2:36s. This is all going to change, of course, as the morning goes on. And remember, it is that first practice session, and at this point, the steps should be big ones. We'll see big leaps as the high 30s go down into the high 20s, and then it'll get harder to find the last couple of seconds. But that will be in the qualifying session rather than down on that number 4 Honda of John McGuinness. And he is working it now, isn't he? What did I say about don't rule him out? This is an early charge from John. He's just a number on the leaderboard. Shuey was the second bike going through. You shot there on number 11 BMW. Paul Shoesmith. Michael Rutter. And that's more bike talk, isn't it? Team listening to this conversation. We've had it for a few hours, which is really strange. But it is indeed Thursday morning in both sides of the world now. And on this Thursday morning, John McGuinness 2:29 has very much set the benchmark for this first session. And we were saying earlier on that maybe there's only one fairy tale result to be had here, and that would be Michael Rutter adding to that extraordinary tally of his. But what about John McGuinness? Is that a fairy tale win for you? I mean, that would be something else. He's had a bit of a year, hasn't he, John McGuinness? That would be a way to end it. That would be a very good way to end it for John McGuinness. So course, he's not going to be left to do it all on his own. There are several people, including that man there, who would like to change that, and we'll find out in a minute. Let's have a look at his day. There is your leaderboard. Martin Jessup, the surprise fastest ride. Not a surprise to see Martin Jessup fastest, just that we didn't know he was on track. We haven't seen him at any point during the last 45 minutes. We have not seen Martin Jessup. There was a glimpse of him in the